Hello and welcome to another episode of the Tejano Traveler. I'm your host Wally, and today we are in Austin, Texas, exploring the downtown area. The downtown area of Austin has plenty of things to go and visit and see and do. One of my first stops was getting some lunch at the Ironworks barbecue place. One of the few places in Austin where you can get a cheap beef rib. Usually they want to give you all these dinosaur ribs and you can't even eat that. It's not even that good anyway. But this place has awesome beef ribs and nice views. Plus it's an institution. Austin is also surrounded by great art, such as this blue wall. You'll notice some of the similarities with the blue wall at the Blanton Museum. But it's fun just posing and taking pictures. It's very Instagrammable. So definitely, if you get a chance, come to this wall. There's our City Hall, which was renovated recently. It looks a lot more modern, a lot nicer on the inside. I like all the different angles. And there's always some pretty interesting art once you go in there from local artists that help you enjoy the area. And there's where all the magic happens. Then you can walk on over to Toy Joy. I missed the location on Guadalupe, or was it Lamar? Guadalupe. But this place, even though it's harder to get to, it's still worth going to so you can see some of the vintage toys and maybe buy a few. And you can roam around. This was my walk on the way to the public library. You can see all the different constructions and all the different things that they have done to make the creek area much more beautiful. And yes, there's still wildlife there, so that makes it awesome. But it definitely looks a lot more greener and more put together than what it used to be. And there's the famous Jenga tower, which looks like it's about to fall off. But downtown has really been kicking it up a notch lately. Part of that was downtown public library, which is one of the most beautiful places in Austin you can visit. Look at all those angles once again. Now I hate climbing the stairs here because I get really dizzy and I hate heights. But it's definitely a place to come see, relax, read a book, enjoy life, contemplate what your lot in life has been recently. And like I said, Austin has been doing a great job at turning their downtown into a more user-friendly, walkable experience and turning some old buildings and old factories into actual places that people want to visit. Plus there's green areas dotted here and there. There's the old City of Austin power plant, which they've been turning into different types of galleries and stores and everything. Here's the Lamar Bridge, the pedestrian bridge. This has always been a favorite of mine. It's a great place to look at the Austin Skyline and see some of the graffiti and artwork that people have left behind through the years. There's a Congress Avenue Bridge where the bats come out of. No, that was the Lamar Bridge, I'm sorry. And a park dedicated especially to this lady who helped save Austin's trees. There's the old fire tower. It's being fixed after some homeless burnt it down. And a cool mural of Wonder Woman. Then we have the Texas Toy Museum on Congress, where you can go, take a break from the heat, relax, have a drink, take a look at some old toys, and remember your youth of when you would kill your brother just to have one of these toys. I'd still kill my brothers for some of those toys. Plus you can play pinball and find little things here and there to entertain you. It's definitely worth a stop. Then I headed over to the Mexicarte Museum, also on Congress, which showcases a lot of the Chicano artwork currently out there. It always has some cool art to look at. Very modern, very Mexican, very Chicano. I always like coming here because it always reminds me of growing up in my childhood on the border. The exhibits change regularly, so visit it twice a year and see something different. Plus you can buy all your Frito stuff that you've ever wanted here at the store, plus the other Los Muertos stuff. There's Angelina Everly, who saved the Capitol from being taken by Sam Houston. And the Contemporary Art Museum, which you have to have reservations to go there. And the Paramount and the State Theaters, which are always a great place to go watch a movie. And this mural that I absolutely love. It's called Sail Tao, I think, if I'm saying that correctly. And of course, you have to pass by the Driscoll. Maybe walk in, pretend you own the place, pretend you have a residency here, and just walk around this grand old hotel, see a lot of the old furnishings, the grand majestic hallways, and just feel rich for a moment. When I grow old, I hope to retire in an old hotel, an old grand hotel that's haunted, preferably. But just Driscoll has been a mainstay in central downtown for a long time. People say it's haunted, people say they see spirits, people say they see nothing. Who knows? But they had this awesome art display when I was there, just walking around minding my own business. Then you can walk 6th Street, which has changed it a lot for me. It used to be all about bands and awesomeness. Now it's just there. My favorite Frost Tower. And now we can stop at the Museum of the Weird, which is a museum that is weird. That's the only way I can describe it. But it's pretty cool to look at all these weird tiny artifacts and strange things that people think are weird. There's a creature frozen in that thing, but I didn't show you because you have to go there and see it yourself. Plus it's got a wax museum with old Universal monsters and King Kong and Hammer horror stuff. It's a fun little thing to do if you're just roaming around 6th Street with friends and looking for something interesting to do. I myself love Universal monsters, so it was pretty cool coming to see this thing. Plus Bigfoot, everybody loves Bigfoot. And this homeless bum that should probably be kicked off the street because, oh, never mind. Welcome to St. Mary's Church, the premier Catholic church in Austin. It's in downtown. It's pretty on the inside. I like it because it's nicely air conditioned. It's a nice break from all my walking around. Plus it's nice and quiet and you get to sort of focus and think about life and think about where you've been and what you're doing and why you want to do it. And then they have weddings here sometimes, so they kick you out. But I was okay with that. I like that rose window. Plus, walking around you get to see murals and different things. And this spot here is probably one of the most historically marked places in Austin, which has about 20 different historical markers, all about history. And of course the governor's mansion, where you can go and protest because things have been going down lately. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this tour through downtown Austin. Hopefully you'll enjoy it, and like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.